Hey, what's up guys, Marsleaf here, back to do another first person video, and before we begin I just want to say that we're playing on a new version of 1.02 Plus. This is a version released by GameReplays.org. It is now supported in Shadowbrick, so rank and stats will actually work with this version, unlike the version released on Kane's Wrath Online. This is all because of a dispute between Predator, the map maker of a few of the maps in 1.02 Plus, and GameReplays.org / Revora. So yeah, this has came to be after a lot of disagreement between CGF, etc. We now have a map pack released by GameReplays. Anyways, without further ado, let's get back into this game, because the last thing I want to do is lose my concentration when I'm playing and while talking about stuff like this, which I should really leave to a separate video. He is Nod, okay. I didn't notice that he picked Nod, but yeah, he is Nod in this game. Wasn't necessary building this many squads of Awakened, so I can use them though to EMP his harvesters. And yeah, he's talking about something right now. I'm not going to bother looking at it because I'd rather concentrate on not losing my engineer right now. It's likely that he'll go Shadow Teams because of course this is Tournament Dust Bowl. And on this map, Shadow Teams has a really good win rate if you go for Shadow Teams, because you're just going to win the game if your opponent isn't Nod faction. I shouldn't go for a buggy because I have invested a lot into these Awakened, which I can use the Scout, so yeah, no need to waste money on those. Got a tiny bit of lag going on right here, but not too much. So we're just going to scout what he is. He's Nod, but we just need to know if he's rushing me or not. He's probably gone for a refinery first because I haven't saw any scouts come out of Dutch unless he sent all of his scouts to this side. Dutch is a person who has a tendency of going for... Wow, okay. Let's just keep this EMP'd for a moment. And yeah, just get out of here because Flame Tank is quite hungry. It will be hunting down my Awakened squads if I'm not paying attention. I could probably take on that Black Hand squad as well, which I'm probably going to do right now. Alright, let's just take this one out. See if this Black Hand squad can handle this miniature Awakened. It probably can, you know. Yeah, because it is just ridiculously overpowered. Like that's all I have to say right now. Those things take quite the punch. And Dutch does this build where he builds a few Scorpion tanks with his Flame Tank. He's going to try and burn down my spike right now. I'm just going to probably just evacuate this. Alright, and get this back. As you can see, I'm a bit rusty when it comes to microing right now. Alright, and yeah, even if you micro at the last second, that's not quite enough versus Flame Tanks. Alright, and I'm just going to spot what he's doing. Probably go for 2 War Factories now, because he's probably going to go for 2 War Factories. I can't scout him. Dutch isn't a very aggressive player, so I expect 2 War Factory buggy out of Dutch right now. So I'm going to start preparing for what I expect will be 2 War Factories. There is no blue tib on this map, thank goodness, for me. I want to just clean this Black Hand squad up because it can do some serious damage to me. He's going for rockets as though he suspects that I'm doing this, which is true. I am going for 2 War Factory buggy. But he doesn't know that because I placed my secondary War Factory on the right hand side. You want to do that as Nod. You want to try and conceal your base if you can against your opponent, because Nod has some very nasty, sneaky tactics that they can do if left unscouted. He's going to also put some units into those, which of course is going to just make me go to this side of the map to harass him. Alright, and we got 3 buggies right now, which is not really a lot of buggies, but I guess it's sufficient to say the least. Okay, and we'll just go and kill these Scorpion tanks while they're busy focusing down those. And I do believe I should have enough forces here to quickly dispatch these Scorpion tanks. Alright, send the buggies in front so that they act as meat shields here. And it is awkward to target down your opponent's bikes. But yeah, just want to focus down the bikes as best as I can. Alright, and those will get taken out. And I guess that's enough pressure right now. I can probably snipe a harvester for my trouble. And I'm sniping the bikes that come out of the war factory. And as you can see, this will probably be the end of Dutch, unless he has something really quick to respond to these. But yeah, he's losing his harvesters right now. This is going to be a quick advantage for me, unless he has units coming to the bottom of my base to harass. You also want to watch for the sneaky engineers, because that's usually what happens to me in these spots. I think I'm winning, but yeah, an engineer just captures my MCV and I'm dead. Many times that's happened against Bike. But this is not Bike, this is Dirty Dutch. And that's going to be GG. So yeah, nice timing there by myself. If I had attacked him a little later, I probably wouldn't have been able to penetrate his defense. So that was pretty good. Of course, he did that flame tank, which put him behind quite a bit because I cleaned the flame tank up. I lost that bike, which was a bit unnecessary, honestly, but I dealt the damage I needed, and yeah, that was GG. Okay guys, so Masterleaf here, back to do another game versus Dirty Dutch. Hopefully we can get some games versus the other opposition in this room. Some of the players here have taken a lot of games off of me lately, especially One Vision and Senna, which honestly should not be happening, but yeah, I just need to get back into shape and I won't be losing so much versus those guys. I've got GDI in this time versus Dutch's Black Hand. I'm going to go for 2 engineers. Against GD Black Hand on this map, you want to go for 2 engineers, 1 to the bottom spike, because their cabals are slower than your rifles, so you're always guaranteed that bunker down there, unless he goes, you know, disciples, which is a real big possibility. But yeah, I can just probably send some squads down here. I might be able to snipe his engineer if I am lucky, you know, because you can hide a rifle squad down the very bottom of the map, because that part is kind of hidden. You have to double press your scroll wheel to fix that bug where you can't see the bottom. Right, and of course the priority in this matchup is to scout the opponent. It's a real questionable decision putting a rifle squad in there, because if he is going for disciples, I'll just straight up lose my rifle squad inside of there, which, you know, is probably not going to be good for me. Okay, so I'm going to go for a pit first because I didn't make anything down the middle. Not that I would, because he's Black Hand, he has the super powerful scouts. So I don't want to expend anything like that. Okay, going to scout him right now. He's not going for the spikes at all, which is a little unusual. Dutch not going for those spikes, which again, yeah, it's a little unusual. So he's probably going to go for some kind of rush run, unless he went for the, I know what he did, he went for refinery first right now. As you can see, refinery first for Dutch. I'm just going to have barely enough funds to get my refinery up. And this will reveal the fact if he's going for kind of aggressive build or just eco. It looks like he's going for stock standard eco build in this game. So Dutch going to play standard here. Likewise for myself. And again, we've got a bit of lag. I'm not sure who's causing this lag, but it's definitely not me, because I don't have anything going on in the background right now. Not even Skype, because Skype, that's like a rule of thumb. If you're recording games, just turn Skype off, because you get all these notifications, mainly from people like Dimitri, of course, and Panda. Let's not forget Panda, shall we? And yeah, he's going for 2 war factory. Almost missed that because I was busy talking about Skype. Alright, well, I think I'm going to respond to this with my own 2 war factories. Go for pit spam. And yeah, I'm going to go for pits because he's spamming out bikes. If your opponent goes for like more buggy composition, then of course Predator tanks is a better option. But the fact that he's going for bikes means that pits are going to be very good. I'm going to put this rifle squad in here in case Dutch has any thoughts of going for 2 engineers for the bottom spikes. Don't want that to happen. Alright, so he's going to... I mean, if I was him, I'd send that to the blue type rim, which he's doing right now, because he has more units than me right now. It's going to take a lot of micro for me to win. He's going to go for my spike, which is a really peculiar choice. What if I was going for my refinery? Which, again, that's really unusual. Dutch, again, he is aggressive, and one thing he likes to do is send units to the top of the map. So I'm going to try and not fall victim to a load of those. Alright. And yeah, try not to, that harvester is trying to bait shots. Alright, see if I can kill some of these bikes. Oh, he's got some bikes over there. And I'm going to clean up those right there, right now. Okay, it will be an eye for an eye. I'm going to kill his harvester in exchange for some of his units. Try and take those out on the way out and try and recover here economically. And put some pressure onto Dutch, force him to spend resources on units, because I want him to do that right now. Alright, so he's probably got a lot of units out right now. He's going for Scorpion tanks by the look of things, which is unusual. I think Dutch should have just gone for more like buggy, unless he's got some coming to my base. If that's the case, then I'm pretty dead. But no, he went for his refinery. Likewise for myself. I can see what's coming in the bottom, so I don't need to station pits in the bottom. I just need to station them in the top because, yeah, he's probably going to go and harass me up there. So I need to be cautious. Harvester going back the wrong way, but that's not going to be a problem. I don't think that'll delay me too much. And this is forcing our Dutch to spend a lot of resources on defenses like infantry, which is honestly stationary defense. Stationary defense is not really what Dutch wants. Could go for predator tanks though, because those things are going to be a real nuisance for me to kill. But these predator tanks trade extremely cost effective versus Scorpion tanks, and we're just going to make short work of those right now. Actually, we might just keep the pits at home. And a bit of a bad war factory placement because it means that I'm going to have to place my refinery in an awkward position. But I don't think that's going to be a major issue here. And of course, our priority versus Black Hand is to get AP ammo up as soon as possible. Okay, he spotted those ones, so yep. I'm building up some predator tanks, and after this, I'm going to go for hammerheads to counter his infantry. Really, a very strong, potent combination is to do that. Alright, and yeah, he's got some Scorpion tanks, but he's given me enough time to respond to those, so I'm not really worried about those right now. Alright, and as you can see, he's going to get caught out of position there if he's not paying attention. Oh crap. That was a mistake. He might be leashing some blue tip though. For me, I might be able to take out one of his harvesters. And yeah, losing a bit too many forces right now for my liking. And yeah, he's got no gap in his base to exploit. But in the end, I did trade a few of the tanks for those, but I will get a favorable kill to death ratio in the end because, again, those trade extremely well with Scorpion tanks. And I'm going to take this blue tib while I'm at it. I'm also getting the AP ammo upgrade, which is, of course, mandatory versus Black Hand, is to get AP ammo. He has a few Scorpion tanks out and about right now. I did forget about those, but yeah, I can handle those with ease. He's building up bike buggy, but I'm building up mass preds, so this is not going to go well for Dutch. And yeah, I'm not going to have enough time to harvest a nice loaded tip right there. I did get a nice amount of Tiberium, and I want to kill those off before they have enough time to spot for one clicks. Don't want that to happen. Alright. I'm just going for APCs because APCs versus infantry and bike buggy makes a lot of sense in this spot. So yeah, we're going to play quite reactive here. Might be able to get around the side with the hammerheads and do something. And with these pits, I got a nice contingent of pit balls as well. And cycling through the groups is quite difficult right now. Alright, and the bike buggy coming in to respond. He might have a tip core in the works. Alright, don't want to go for more hammerheads because that'll be bad. And I don't want to expend these pits either. Right, what's he doing right now? He's got some infantry, Dutch somewhat on the defensive. I don't suppose he would have wanted that, but yeah, he's going to be forced to build anti-air versus me. But I have more than just air that he has to worry about. He has to worry about a lot of those, and his bike buggy is way out of position right now, so I'm just going to exploit this opportunity I have, and yeah, I'm not going to commit right now because I can build up more forces. He has to travel further than I do for reinforcements, so I'm going to try and get as much of an advantage as possible. At the same time, though, he's probably going to get AP ammo out soon. Alright, those back, and yeah, he's splitting up my bike buggy from my main army. Alright, and we're just going to get around the side here. Most of his army is actually decoys, so it's not as bad as it looks. And yeah, I didn't look at that engagement, but I knew I'd won it because Pred APC versus bike buggy infantry gonna be one-sided. And oh, tip chemical plant, let's take that one out. And while we're at it, we'll get a tech center. He just did click me, but I don't think he had vision on any of my refineries. He doesn't have tip vein anymore right now, so I'm free to go over the Tiberium. Dutch, I can probably push him in the moment once I built up some more pit Pred APC. And we can probably get a combat support airfield for repairing these hammerheads up, because a few of them are in the reds, don't want to lose those. Military hardware as GDI cannot be expended because Blackhand is much more cost effective, so you want to trade effectively as GDI. Unless you're so far ahead that you can just waste stuff, but in this game I'm not that far behind right well, he's not that far behind, however. He will be soon, because I'm calling in these sniper teams, and it's R12, so these snipers will one-shot his Black Disciples, unlike in R11 where it takes 2 shots, so yeah, and we're going to go for some air right now in case he's got some sneaky flame tanks, and Sonic Emitter also will be able to handle those. Alright, and the sniper's going to come into action. He hasn't got his Redeemer out, so, I mean, the Redeemer's the only thing that can threaten this army right now. And this amount of hammerheads we can send into the fray. Alright, and yep. Shredded turret up to handle my sniper teams, which I have plenty of. I've got 3 of them still alive. I'm not going to waste them unnecessarily. And Dutch will hold, surprisingly. So yeah, we're just going to go back here. He still has his tier 3, I do believe. Yeah, he's kept his tier 3, so he has obelisks. He can build obelisks, so that can be an issue. I'm not going to build any more hammerheads right now. He has Tib Core, I do believe. Yeah, he's got Tib Core, so air is going to be becoming increasingly less useful as the game goes on, just because of the fact that he has Tib Core, which makes his units a ton better versus aircraft. Okay, we'll take this harvester out. He's probably going to get a full load of tib if I don't do so. Okay, he hasn't got a tib chemical plant, so yep. And want to watch for those bikes. Might be able to kill one more harvester before I go. Oh my god! Oh shit! I forgot about the groups. Didn't group those up. That was quite a mistake right there. Alright, and might be able to get up here. Let's send those back. Go back the other way though. And seems like, yeah, I'm going to have my mob out soon. That was a bit of a sloppy end game there. I could have lost a lot of my hammerheads because I forgot to assign a group to my hammerheads. But in the end I came through in that game, and yeah, Dutch went for the 2 war factories. He built Scorpion tanks though in the end, which was like, it wasn't a good idea because it kind of halted his aggression, because the Scorpion tanks are really slow and it takes forever for them to traverse the map. Predator tanks much more cost effective versus Scorpion tanks as they are versus Bike Buggy, because Bike Buggy can, you know, just avoid the Preds, whereas Scorpion tanks are going to find it difficult to do so, especially on this map. So yeah, we're going to the next game right now. Okay, so now I'll be playing versus One Vision, so opponent I have been struggling to beat as of late, but I'm confident that now I can do pretty well versus One Vision. We've got nods, so of course, as Nod, you want to go for sniper teams, shadow teams on this map, because you can kill your opponent's engineer if he decides to go for the spikes. And also, if he's Travel 59, he gets instantly massacred by my shadow teams, because disintegrators, you know, just own shadow teams, needless to say. So we go for those right now. I can spot for tower cells if I want. I don't think he's got anything though. Alright, and I keep forgetting that shadow teams are F6, not F7. It might be F7 for Mock though, I'm not entirely sure though. Alright, and I placed my shrine at the top so that the shadow team spawn from the top. Okay, and just going to use this shadow team to kill off his buzzers. Oh my god. That's just great. And I might put one of those over there. Gonna kill these disintegrators. He's got some desynths over here, so that's kind of lucky of me that I was able to get desynths, those right now. Not sure where his sniper teams are. Oh crap. He went straight for my harvester. Wow. Somehow he managed to spot this. Oh my god. And yeah, wow, that was nicely done by Vision. So yeah, he's going to lose his desynths though in the moment. And I was a bit slow to react to those disintegrators, especially because yeah, he was, wow, is he going to really kill me? He's going to go for my refinery right now. That might be enough, because once I lose this, I'm just going to lose the game. That's GG. Alright. Well, nicely done by Vision. Going for my base, I was not really concentrating on where his shadow teams were. I don't think I sent anything down the middle. I maybe sent one squad there, but yeah. Vision making a smart move, going for my base. If I reacted quicker to that, I could have done something, but yeah, I just didn't have a shredder turret queued. If I had one queued, I probably would have been fine there. Okay guys, Marsleaf here, back to do another game, this time versus Senna. Now that last game versus Vision, not going too well. Wasn't really concentrating on where his desynths were. I saw the upgrade completing and I was a bit distracted on trying to kill his engineer, when in fact I should have just been sending my squads straight to him. So yeah, this time I've got Skrin versus Senna, who has also got Skrin. Senna doing extremely well versus me lately, actually winning 100% of the games lately. So I want to try and win here. A bit puzzled as to what I could be doing. I'm going to go for 2 spikes, as always, and a few buzzers, I believe, for here. We'll go for 1 engineer for this middle tower. It's always handy to have, and we're going to build buzzers based on how many squads he has up here. See what faction he is first and foremost. We can actually probably send some over there, the buzzers. Okay, and I think 3 buzzers are going to be fine there. Okay, try and kill his engineer, I guess. And I want to keep this one near to the spike so that if he's going for buzzers, I can dispatch those. Right, and yeah, this engineer not doing too much for me. He's probably got 1 squad going to try and kill my engineer down here. He's actually got 2 squads. Might be able to kill those though. Oh wow. He didn't pay attention there. He actually did lose his 2 rifle squads. No need for that, honestly, whatsoever. And I'm getting a bit lucky here. What faction is he? I can hover over his portrait to see. He's Steel Talons. Okay, that's even worse news for Senna, getting dealt Steel Talons. He did get his 2 spikes though, so there is always that. He'll know what faction I am when he goes to my base and spots my war factory. Not sure if he knows that he can hover over the war factory portrait and see that I am Skrin, vanilla Skrin. I'm not going to scout him because GDI factions aren't really known to rush. He built also a ton of rifle squads, so that means that he is probably just going to be ecoing right now. And I'm just going to eco myself. No need to really put any pressure on. Maybe I can just play stand and go for fast tech hexapod. The only thing that can really punish me for that is just Firehawks, but he's not going Firehawks, he's just expanding. Put this on a control group. You can actually put defensive towers on control groups. So, yeah. He built tons of rifle squads, so he's going to be finding it hard to pump out harvesters right now. I'm on 4 harvesters. He's actually on 6 harvesters. Somehow he has got more than I have. Then again, though, he is not queuing a refinery like I am. He instead opted to expand. Senna going for the expansion while I'm not. No need for it right now, because I intend to just go for my Hex. Right, go for some Seekers to handle the pits that he has. And just fast tech to the Hexapod. No nothing special about this build, just stock standard fast tech hexapod, and basically try and win the game at all costs. Because lately I've been doing all these kind of shenanigans versus center and it hasn't been working. So I'm going to see what happens if I try and play normal here. I'm going to go for the Seeker tanks to harass his expansion, which is right here. And we can throw down the lightning spike to make it very annoying for him. Alright, and he's going for his tier 2 right now. He hasn't got EMP grenades at tier 2, however in patch 1.02 plus, latest version, you can get EMP grenades with the tech center as what do you call it? Steel talons. An old build I used to do was go for 2 shard. Corrosive mecha piece and send them around the side and destroy my opponent's tech. So we'll see how that goes. He has got a lot of Titan station, but I might be able to pull them out of position. Might be able to pull those ones out of position. Yeah, he's got a lot of infantry here, hasn't he? Maybe we can kill them. Alright. Just kill those off, I suppose. And go for some tripods in the meantime to handle his forces. I don't know if he's got any squads up there, but we'll soon find out, I guess. Okay, and the shard mechas will be going into action. This build previously worked versus Green Zero, so it'll be interesting to see if this will be the case. Alright, and Sen is sending some forces up the top as though he suspects that I have something there. And he's going for a tier 3. He's actually already got his tier 3 and his expansion. So, yeah, he is somewhat ahead of me right now. But I will have my hexapod out, and that's all that matters right now. And he's actually got 2 Titans in position already to handle me. I'm not sure if he really knew that those were coming. Alright, and yeah, he's going for jugs right now. Probably going for EMP grenades as well. And yeah, no need to lose those to the juggernauts, of course. And while he's distracted dealing with that, I'm just going to kill his power plants. And Bob's your uncle. His tech center is also quite vulnerable. We'll be able to do something with that as well. And tripods as well. Let's get those into action. And the commando, he hasn't got any anti-air, so see how this goes. But yeah, he hasn't got sonic emitters to respond to that, and he hasn't even fenced it, so he's probably going to lose his tier 3 to this single lone mechapede. As you can see, that is very, very effective sometimes. And putting him straight down to tier 2. So as you can see, that is extremely effective. And I'm just going to get this over here. And of course, you can just teleport that straight out. But he has got his EMP grenades right now. No, he has not. He hasn't got any of that, so I can probably just face this hexapod on top of him. Alright, and buy myself some time while I build some additional forces up. I should have put the commando inside of the hex. That's not going to be an issue, though his juggernauts will be sooner or later. Right, I suppose I can get some damage in the meantime. And some corruptors here. Alright, and just send those over here. I have some funds though for the stasis shield. And just cancel his tier 3. If he's planning going for tier 3, it's going to get cancelled because I just used the stasis shield on his that. And he has got his MCV still out on the field. Did just kill that though, which is a little bit of a pity. Oh wow, he's got 3 juggernauts here. I forgot about those as well. Let's dispatch those. As you can see, those juggernauts will get destroyed. and the tripod's streaming into his base. This hexapod has limited anti-air capabilities. Might want to kill this airfield though, as that's going to be really the last remaining threat in this game. I do have the what do you call it, the shards, so if he goes for mass hammerheads, I am prepared for that already. We got some lag here as well. Not sure, maybe some observer went to desktop, but that's going to be Dirty Dutch. Okay, so looks like One Vision is away from keyboard, so I guess when this game resumes I'll just unpause this video. Okay, so that last game didn't quite end. It ended in a desync, or a DC rather, but I think I did win that game. I mean, his MCV was just about dead and I had an expansion, so yeah, it was pretty much decided at that point. So I am now against Dirty Dutch once again. I'm getting GDI this time, being dealt GDI. And the map is Tournament Arena, a classic. Of course, I'm going to be playing classic maps because only these maps have the R12 changes on them. With the game replays patch, only the official maps plus Het Platteland has the changes, because Pred maps, Predator didn't give his consent to use his maps in R12 or something like that. Not going to go into the gist of basically everything, and yeah, Dirty Dutch saying that he is done after this game. So that's a little unfortunate because I was quite excited to play some games. Hopefully Vision though will play me and will continue on, but you never know. You never know. Dirty Dutch might be dealt Black Hand. Dirty Dutch's Black Hand is his best faction, and I have got GDI in this game. I'm going to take this bunker up here in case he's scrin. And he is GDI Vanilla. And you can just click on the watchtower as soon as it's built, and it will automatically kill the rifle squads without waiting for that animation when the watchtower is just deployed. Okay, get back from that. So it's going to be a mirror essentially. Anything can go down in a mirror. I'm not going to go for the tactic I did versus Maze on this map and just go infantry. I'm not going to do that. I feel like just playing standard these days. See if I'm a bit more successful playing standard from now on. Alright, and yeah, he hasn't got his refinery done yet. However, he is due to place one because his harvester is waiting there. Alright, so Dutch a tiny bit behind of me, but nothing serious. His expansion timing though is going to be roughly the same. He's only on one power plant though, so not sure what he did wrong in this game, but yeah, I am in the lead at the moment. Okay, 4 harvesters for myself, with a 5th one due to pop out very shortly. Do I go for a refinery? Yeah, we're going to go for the refinery. We're just going to play standard. I mean, as I said, we're not going to do anything silly. Though he hasn't scouted me, so I could have gone for an unscouted, like, 2 racks build as I did versus Maze, but he has got a scout outside my base, so he will have enough time to defend. Especially as GDI, because GDI have access to sniper teams if they don't have time to research APM, and they can always just get those. Right, so we'll go for a pit right now, see if he's pushing me with 2 ore factories on 5 harvesters. And I will base my strategy on what his next move is. Alright, and we'll go for some predator tanks. Start for predator tanks, and if he's going anything besides tanks, then okay, right, okay, so he's going for infantry. Is he going specifically for the upgrade? That's what I'd like to know. He hasn't got any veteran infantry there, but he hasn't got an expansion up, so it looks like we might be dealing with some kind of infantry pressure right now. Oh, it's just a few infantry squads. Okay, we don't need to worry so much about that, so I'm not going to even bother with the anti-infantry units. Instead, I need to focus on predator tanks to degarrison these foxholes. And Dirty Dutch, hoping to perhaps make me think that he's going for an armory build, which is quite smart, but he didn't leave himself, he left himself unscouted, or scouted I should say, which gave me all the intel I needed to see that he was doing this. Draft some towers here so that I can handle those units. I can probably even just crush them and just go into his base. He went for his war factory before anything else. So yeah, let's get this harvester over there. Got 4 pits to contend with right here. I should be able to micro this around the war factory, especially with these 2 tanks in range. And pits are very, very clumsy when it comes to killing units around a war factory. Okay. Get these over here, and what's he doing right now? He's going for predator tanks. I'm going to go for my TF3 at the moment and just play it safe. Got 8 harvesters, and that blue field, as I can see, is getting bigger. No need to commit right now. I'm going to just get railguns. This is the kind of playstyle that you can play. You can just camp for a long, long time. I don't find it too exciting, honestly, playing this kind of playstyle. As you can see, he's going for more production. But when I get my tier 3 up, I have options like sonic emitters, which are very, very good versus what he's doing. And I'm going to go for sonics right now. Mammoth tanks along with railguns. So it'll be interesting to see how he holds this off. Right, so yeah, this is going to be a push that will decide the game here at this point. Okay, and yeah, we're both trying to find each other's weakness. Okay, it's all good, but there's a sonic emitter there now, so it's going to suck for Dirty Dutch. But these mammoth tanks are going to be spelling the death of Dirty Dutch very soon, because with railguns, if he doesn't commit soon, he's going to lose the game, because I have railguns researching. As you can see, it's halfway done. Let's not send this harvester to its death. He's going for my Tiberium field. I can probably set up Strike Force and attack him, but yeah, no need for that right now. Okay, and yeah, it seems like he wants to engage me soon. He's looking to, again, get a perfect angle on me. Alright, as you can see, he's focusing down that first, which is a peculiar choice. But I'm going to hold him off, as you can see. And I saw that he went for the 2 war factories before any eco. Alright, and see if we can catch some of these tanks when they retreat. The ones that are in the reds will move slower, so I can take those ones out. And those mammoth tanks will be upgraded very, very soon with the railguns, and that's going to be all I need here. He's going to need more than just predator tanks at this point to do anything to me. And this railgun upgrade is going to be pivotal right now. As you can see, as soon as that's online, that's going to be spelling a lot of dead predator tanks. But I don't think I have enough here to... Wow, where are these harvesters going? They are going to absorb some shots though, which is nice. So it's going to come down to numbers versus upgrades. And in this game, numbers generally tends to win. He's all in right now, so there's no need to rush this game. I can just play it safe. Go for some aircraft, I suppose, because those are the only things that he cannot counter. Right. Okay, and trying to get into a formation so he can pick the tanks off. But in the end, it's going to be inevitable. I'm going to just steamroll into all those. I need to also consider this blue tib in the corner soon. And these mammoth tanks are very, very clumsy. The only issue with the mammoths is that they have a tendency of being out of position. And that's the reason why tripods, for instance, excel at killing mammoth tanks. It's only because of how cumbersome mammoth tanks are. But on maps like this, mammoth tanks are better than average because it's very flat and they can maneuver around a lot easier. As you can see, you can position them. As you can see, I'm trying to get into the side here. Okay, and got a lot of armor here, but railguns just proving how effective they are. I'm not Steel Talon, so I don't have the RGA. That would be very, very nice right now. I've got even a few Predator tanks in the mix, and that upgrade definitely is useful in GDI mirrors. And that's going to be GG. So Dutch not really going away from Predator tanks. He decided to stick to that, and if I had went for anything besides what I did, I probably would have lost like infantry, because he probably just would have crushed all my infantry. So yeah, I think railguns was the right options there. I could have gone for maybe 3 war factory Preds like his own, but yeah, I like it this way. And I maintained a steady lead throughout that game because he was a bit delayed on his expansion, and subsequently that infantry, light infantry harassment he did to me early on didn't really do anything. I don't think he expected it to do so little, and yeah, in the end I won that game. So yeah, we'll go to the next game. Alright, so we're now on to the 5th or 4th game, not sure, but we'll be on the map Tournament Tower. I did get a comment from someone saying that he or she loved Tournament Tower, so I'm going to play some games on this map from now on, especially now because, you know, again, I'll reiterate this, EA maps only have the R12 changes. We want to stick to those changes because we don't want Reckoners to be ruining our fun, do we? So I got Black Hand in this game, which is very nice, versus One Vision, who is significantly better than Dirty Dutch right now. So yeah, I just want to escort my engineer to this fight, because if he's screen, he has the chance to kill off my engineer. It's not smashed tower though, so there's not an entrance here where the buzzer can sneak through. However, I want to be safe. I don't want to lose this so soon. Okay, yeah, as I said, buzzers. And yeah, I'm going to dispatch those. If I was anything but Black Hand, he probably would have killed that engineer. So yeah, RNG definitely playing a role in this game so far. And I want to watch out for those disintegrators, so I'm going to sell a shredder turret there. Don't want to fall victim to those. Also, I want to anti-scout his buzzers, so that I can get a flame tank into his base. So yeah, this is going to prove to be very useful, this Cabal. What I'm doing right now is a safe build. I'm going for the flame tank in case he's going for descent. Also, if he's not going for descent, it's also good because he's not going to see it coming. And Skrin are very susceptible to flame tanks early on. Alright, and we'll go for the... Actually, we'll go for the Reckoner. Reckoner's faster on this map. Reckoner is going to excel. Alright, and he's going to try and kill that right there. Not sure if it's going to work out for him though. He's Reaper 17, so... Alright, and we're just going to get this around the side, because he's going to scout me through the middle. Alright, well he's going to see this coming now, because he's going to see I've only got 2 harvesters. This harvester wasn't going to dock because it was just waiting, so... Yep, let's dispatch this descent really fast and deploy this Reckoner in his... Actually, here's good enough, honestly. And here is just fine. So a fully deployed Reckoner in his base with 2 Black Hand squads in it. He's going to find it very tough to handle this. Just killing one of these refineries is enough damage. So I want to keep an eye on this here right now and just go for this refinery. And I'm ready to bail them out. Alright, and I'm just going to try and kill this off. Alright, he's going to save his refinery. Barely though, and I'm on 5 harvesters. So again, despite the nerf, the Reckoner is extremely potent. He's on 4 harvesters, I'm on 5. I've got my 2 refineries out though. It's going to give me a nice lead. His refinery is on low health, so I might be able to snipe that if I go for more flame-based strategies. But as it stands, I'm just going to go for some Scorpion tanks and a tier 2 for flame tanks and also dozer blades. Alright, and as you can see, he's going back to base, forcing him out to build a lot of Seekers, which is not what he wants to build right now. He'd rather go for economy. Alright, and we'll go for an expansion. And we've got 6 harvesters, which is a lot of harvesters for this small Tiberium field. However, I won't need to make more of them in the future. Get a flame tank here. Alright, and just get this flame tank around the side. Want to spot for his Seekers though. Don't want to fall victim to those Seekers. If he sees one flame tank, he'll probably suspect that I have more than one. So I need to watch out for him spotting these flame tanks. I'm just going to send them around the side here. And maybe go for Dozer Blades. On this map, Mecha Ps are not going to work that well. Not going to work too well at all. Okay, and he's not going to expect another one coming so soon after this one. So let's see what he's doing right now. Hopefully he's not going for aircraft. That's the only thing that's going to shut down my strategy. Alright, so here comes some Seekers. And he's going to spot that right there. And he didn't bother to repair his refinery, so I might be able to take this refinery out. And I'm just going to take out this refinery. As you can see, he didn't bother to repair it. Alright, and we'll just get those back. And his Scorpion tanks, I mean his TF3 is in sight, so we're going to take that one out. And that's going to cancel his tripods production. Speaking of this flame tank, let's get this one back. Don't want to lose that one. Right, and this game going really well for me so far. I want to transfer some harvesters though. And just sit back right here. He doesn't know that I have another flame tank. Gonna attack him, I guess. Take out his remaining refinery. He's actually on the ball. He spotted this. Aha, lucky vision. But that's not going to matter, because he's really essentially dead right now. Just going to build up more Scorpion tanks. And we'll go for another flame tank, I guess, around the side. A few of these tanks are in the reds. But yeah, he's going to be struggling to come back in this game. He's going for disintegrators, probably hoping to use those effectively on me, but I don't think it will work. Gonna get around the side though, maybe take out some more of his infrastructure. I need to watch out for the stasis shield. Besides that, nothing else really. Alright, so we've got some Seekers there to contend with. He suspects I'm going for more flame tanks. This guy though, not sure how he knows all this. I'm going to send this forward to spot what he's doing. Okay, and I need to deploy my MCV right now. Okay, and we'll just get back, I guess. And the flame tank is coming into his base. I can just crush all those because I have Dozer Blades. And that's going to be a lot of dead disintegrators, as you can see. I'm surprised he's not bringing along all those for the party, the Seekers. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this tripod. I'm going to take that out. He's lost his tier 3, so he hasn't got any more of those on the way. And just going to dispatch the remaining of those. I'm not going to unnecessarily throw this game like I did versus Maze, so let's not do that. Queue some more of those up. Right, and just sell some of those. And I'm retreating from an engagement that I clearly won. And that's going to be Vision dead in this game. There's nothing really he can do. He fell victim to that flame tank, and as a result, that's all it took to come through. But you can imagine on larger maps, this rush was also just as effective. So it was really just super effective to go for these strategies. And I'm going to again take out his refineries. Vision very resilient though. And let's just take out this tripod. Rear armor, of course, so that's going to take a lot of damage. get the infantry into the fray. And that's going to be GG. So yeah, vision in this game. Gonna lose. A little unlucky early on that he wasn't able to kill my engineer. If I was anything but Black Hand, I reckon sending those descents, buzzers I should say, to my spike would have killed my engineer. And that would have put me behind, you know. But yeah, vision, as you can see, if you don't do a lot of damage to him, he is actually very, very lethal. And players like myself included struggle versus him. So yeah, guys, I think I'll do one more game and I'll call this a video. Alright guys, Massleaf here, and this will probably be the last game versus one vision, and the map is Pipeline Problems, and I've got Scrin, so quite happy about Scrin, because if I got dealt Steel Talons, I'd be quite an unhappy bunny. Steel Talon's not my best faction, nor do I like it that much, because it's quite linear. You know, there's only one strategy that really works with Steel Talons, like Reaper 17, that is like Mammoth Tank spam or Tripod spam. So it's going to be Scrin this time for myself. One vision, not sure what he is, so I'm just going to go for a few buzzes down the middle. It's going to be a no frills build. There's not really anything I can do besides scout at this point. This map is too large for a rush such as DevCore or All-In Descent. Although All-In Descent is a bit too cheesy for my liking. I'm not really into those games that last a short time. If I can help it, I'd rather play a decent game, decent length game. And this is Pipeline, so there's going to be a blue field on the left here, so the best way to harvest that is by putting a refinery to the right. And also, I forgot to go for a refinery first. Refinery first is actually better. And yeah, let's see what he's doing. And one vision did make a mistake, I believe. He may have forgot to go for an engineer. Now, if he went for a refinery first, I can probably kill his engineer, which I just realized right now. He went for Crane. Okay, he went for Crane. So let's see if we can kill his engineer. See if he's got an engineer over here. I might be a bit too late though, because I fussed around a bit too much. Right, and see if he's got his spike. If he hasn't, then yeah, I'm just gonna keep those there regardless. Okay, he's got some gunwalkers out, so yeah, he's got something here. I can tell he's got something. All right, and let's see if we can spot his engineer, because I assume he's got one here somewhere. So I'm going to set up some of those and try and spot where it could be. Maybe it's right here, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's going to be a screen mirror of some sort. Hopefully he's not Traveler 59, because that would suck for me. So yeah, here's me hoping he is not Traveler. Thinking of going for tier 2 prior to anything else. Maybe I can get like an air filled up or something. Go for some Seekers and go for some Storm Riders maybe. Might work in really good if I can anti-scout this Gunwalker. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, you can see that he's got no engineer there, but I'm going to still keep one buzzer at base. And the aim here is to anti-scout him. Go for some Orcas. If he goes for Mechapeds, then he's going to find that I'm already prepared for them. With Storm Rider, he's going to probably develop his Mechapeds into Shard Mechas. He's probably assuming I have a lot of Seekers coming to his base, but that's not to be. Alright. And I do have one spike over his now 0 spikes, so it's going to be bad for him. He is Traveler 59, okay. So Vision getting dealt Traveler 59, which is a big problem for me. But there is one thing now that is to be noted, is that Traveler 59 now, their cultists get one-shotted by... yeah, okay, he's going to scout me now with the Gunwalker. He's going to see everything that's up, which is a little bit of a shame. That's going to really suck for me. He is going for a really odd composition. If I was him, I'd go for cultists. I was expecting Fast Tech Mecha. This is a really weird build, because, you know, Corruptors one-shot those descents easily, which it just doesn't make sense to me. Really doesn't. So he's on tier 2, so he's going to be able to stop me here. Okay, I'm going to just take out this harvester before I leave. It's probably worth it taking out 2 of these harvesters. And yeah, just get back here. Don't want to lose anything else. Alright. So yeah, massing descent versus a screen faction. Let's see how this goes for one Vision. Unlikely to be going very well because I can just mass up corruptors, like I said. And Vision perhaps knows that my computer lags if he goes for many descents. So hopefully he doesn't build too many more. Might be able to get around the side and kill some of his harvesters. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to how he's going for this. Just going to mass out corruptors. Hard counters everything. He's sending all of his units back to base as well, which makes no sense whatsoever. Going to go for the tier 3 and get some mechapeds out. And yeah, he's just Q moving all over the place, isn't he? Going to take that engineer out though. And yeah, man, he's really just all over the place. Not really microing too well. He did, luckily for him, he went for the hard counter. Though I reckon he was ready for me if I went for mechapeds, because he could just quickly build a stasis chamber, which he already had because he went for the fast legs and handle me that way. Okay. Not going to go for any more of those. We're going to go instead for mechapeds right now. Mass out some mechas. See how this goes for me. Okay, I'm also going to sell my drone ship because I have an airfield, so this is not so all-in as you might think. I can also take that back, can't I? Oh shit! Forgot where the hell did those come from? Wow, this guy, he's doing such a weird build. Such a weird build. Alright, and want to watch out for those. And he's probably going for mass tripods right now. Okay, there's a commando. Gonna take all those out though with ease. As you can see, those are countered very effectively. Okay, I'm gonna stop producing those right now and just develop these mechapeds. He's going for his hexapod. He's got his prodigy as well, which is a little bit of a nuisance, but I will take that one out. And this tripod likewise. Okay, and I might be able to go for some storm riders right now and clean up these gunwalkers in the meantime. He has got a hexapod right now, so that's going to be a bit of a problem for me. And these shardwalkers not getting dealt with for some reason. Okay, and I'm on tier 1. I shouldn't have let that prodigy go to destroy me because I had the swarm support power. Alright, so might be able to get these around the side. And really weird how Vision knew that I was doing all this. I didn't expect that he would know. And he knows that more air is coming. He's managed to get a lightning spike into my base and spot everything that I'm doing. Oh shit, this engineer on the side. We'll take that one out though. And we're just going to build up another tier 3. Okay, and he's going to be forced to build anti-air here as well as... Okay, we've got some cultists out on the field. A few cultists to be exact. Might be able to take them out with a stasis swarm. As you can see, going to take those ones out and going to dispose of these cultists with ease. They get one-shotted now, so they're a lot easier to handle than before. And I do have my drone ship here, not doing too much, is it? And I'm going to take out these harvesters, but it's pretty much a lost cause at this point. With that many cultists on the field, I don't feel that I have much of a chance. Not that I would have, because I'm Skrin and I'm versus Trouter 59. But Vision expending a bit too many forces. He's not playing that well, honestly. And that hexapod will just rank up if I feed these storm riders to it. Okay, and see what happens here. See if he's paying attention. If he's not, though, he's going to lose all of his cultists if he's not paying attention. And damn, he's going to lose them. So yeah, Vision not really on the ball there. get this back though. Okay, and get those back, and gonna watch out for those cultists, haven't we? Might be able to take them out though. We'll start with the one that is hasn't got his capture leash on it. All right, take those out. Alright, take these out, and yeah, these cultists in the end of the day do turn the tides in these matchups, and that's going to be GG. So yeah, that's GG. While the patch did make an attempt to fix these imbalanced matchups, it's just not quite enough. And yeah, in the end of the day, mass cultist does prevail. So that's GG. Not sure if I already mentioned that, but yeah. Game on pipeline problems. Unfortunate how random dealt this matchup, but it is to be. It is what it is, I suppose. Man, really struggling to speak after that. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for videos to come. I will be posting these weekly, as you know. Last week I struggled to get one out in time because of the games. It's really difficult to find games online nowadays because there is not many players online. Most of them were not playing because of the drama that was going on in GameReplays.org and C&C Online, but hopefully that's going to be cleared up now with the advent of the new patch released by GameReplays. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a thumbs up if you liked it, and this is Masleaf. Peace out.